the prices are there. So if you just if you see something you like, you can message me. And after another like a week or two, I'm probably gonna then put them up on my Etsy. So it gets out there more. But yeah.
Heck yeah,
guys,
dude.
I'm actually not. Oh wait, okay, never mind.
Mm.
Yeah, I think YouTube was like messing around because like on another end it wasn't showing that it was live yet. But yeah, I think
Okay,
it's good now.
do you see it's live too?
No, I think I see it now as live, but yeah, there was something going on YouTube
Okay.
because I have it like open on my iPad and I checked and it wasn't like showing up at first, but
Huh.
No, but it should be fine now. Yeah. Weird.
Going all over the place. I don't know. We heard voices, man. We got
Dude, Charlie said Skynet right before the stream happened. He's like
I've
the
been
wizard
trying
saying,
to warn people about this stuff. No one believes me. James Cameron tried to tell everybody. Sorry.
I finally get all your jokes about Skynet because I'm going through the Terminator movies for the very first time.
Damn.
I'm on the last one. I'm on T6. I'm watching them with Zach, but like,
scary,
I finally
right?
get all the Skynet jokes that you say on here. I'm like,
exactly, and it's scary, right?
It all connects.
Dude, Wes, I envy you. To see those for the first time, mint.
They're fun. They're fun. 1 and 2 are very good.
Yeah.
After that, it's been a little rocky.
I'm glad you said that because I was like, literally, all you need to watch is 1 and 2, and maybe Salvation because Salvation tried to be something different. We're not going to get into that.
Salvation's my least.
This is a Star Wars podcast.
Really?
Oh no!
Just kidding. You guys thought you were coming to talk about Kestis. We're talking about Terminator. We're watching all the movies right now.
Got to the chocolate.
We actually have Arnold Schwarzenegger here. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, it's not full screen for us. All right. Are you guys ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
We're
ready to lose my mind.
We're going to get going on this. Actually going to... Here, let me...
Dude, if I disappear again, I swear.
See my...
I'm going to lose it.
It's going to...
Knock
I'm going to switch it. I'm going to actually switch it to the main screen. I think it'll be better that way.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 100 of them.
Infinite loop. All right. Cool. Gotta love those live stream hiccups.
Indeed.
Adds character.
All right, I'm turning it up. All right, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Took you long enough.
Oh, hey.
My master died trying to apprehend Dooku on Geonosis all those years ago. They had me knighted. And then we lost the war, and the clones turned on us. I came here. Suddenly I could see. I saw the last Jedi save the galaxy. The Jedi that saves the galaxy has to be the only one left. That's the only way this works.
You've killed others. I really think there can only be one left.
I believe a new hope will emerge.
I found Zenutaro. He's dead. Is the saber intact? The saber is unharmed. Then we move to the next objective. Bard and Jesse? Affirmative. Family is more than blood. Phelan Scarana out.
Yo, let's go.
Here we go.
Forgot about that from the previous one. That's awesome.
That's where the fun
left him in
begins.
a field.
21, baby. Strike!
Stop it, Charlie.
I can't help it. I will not.
When you tire of losing, you know where to find us.
Classic.
DC-914 checking in.
CQ-3747 awaiting orders.
2 cases of bark meal, a pound of Nibblian nerve knocker, 2 pounds of milligram.
Don't forget Sear made a special request for corn clusters.
And scaz steak. We forgot to pick up steaks on our last run. Actually, we're hoping you have scaz. We'll take them.
Do you run this mercantile?
I do. What seems to be the problem?
You have the proper permits to trade here?
Yes, I have them right here.
Hold it!
Easy,
Hands
easy.
up! Search him!
Cal,
I'm sorry. Sometimes I just prefer a straight fight over looking the other way.
sometimes survival means choosing battles. But at all times, it means choosing who you want to be. Chin up. The fight will come.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I usually am. You just don't listen most of the time.
Thanks, Rinsler. Fancy seeing you back. Who's that fellow with you? Blimey. Barton Jussick lives. Dex Rinsler's back, and Barton Jussick's with him.
Have you told Phelan yet?
I'm telling him now.
The father will be pleased.
Welcome home, Dax.
Good to see you back.
Barton Jussick has come home.
Father, Chief Tan Scaretta, if it's all right,
My boy, I thought we'd never find you.
I thought I'd never be found. I had no way off Keylor ever since the Republic fell and Omega Squad turned on us.
No, my boy. I only regret not seeking you out more diligently. I thought they had killed you. We all did.
Well, I'm here now, for good.
Aye. Family's more than blood.
Family is more than blood. Now that we are all present, there's no time like the moment. There are things we must discuss. Dax Rinsler has just returned home, as did Tarek Howe just 2 moons ago. Both of you had a list of objectives, old connections, family. There are many of us, Jedi, Mandalorian, and clone alike, who are missing, unaccounted, captured, or killed. By fate, it was only Barton we managed to find and return home. The truth of the matter, my children, the years grow darker. The ranch is no longer yielding fruit as it once did. Hyperspace fuel has become more costly. The targets grow larger on our backs. The Empire grows more and more greedy, more and more bloodthirsty. The dangers of leaving Kirimarut have outweighed the risk of finding more friends dead on a hillside.
Phelan, what are you saying?
We will look for our missing clan members no longer.
What? No longer? You don't mean it.
I do, son. You can't imagine the pain I felt knowing who I'd have to sacrifice to protect the people we have right now. I've adopted most of you under my wing, just as I did our clone brethren before they joined up with Captain Rex. Protecting the family we have right now must become priority.
I couldn't agree more, Father. I've been waiting for everyone to be present before I speak of this. The day before my return, I had an encounter with an Imperial officer.
Imperial? Carabast, mate.
He made an offer, granted, an offer I turned down, but an offer we all might want to consider.
What offer could they have proposed that you would even consider it?
Membership in their Super Commando division. We'd be with our own kind, housed, fed, paid. We could thrive absent of any threat but what the Empire assigns to us.
When did you forget what the Empire did to us? What they did to Etain, Kina, Ordu, Maril?
You've been gone a long time, Barton.
And my loyalty is still strong. How about yours?
This comes from the mouth of a former Jedi apprentice who left his own order. Phelan, consider the clan. This could be a great thing for us.
They killed our family. They massacred my clone sons. They left Mandalore a smoking heap of ash and tears, and you speak of subordination unto them.
Father.
And now you speak out against Barden's Jedi past. Who do you think we are? Not Death Watch, nor the pathetic pacifists that weakened our kind. We are Skirata. Barden Jusik could be a master of the Order, and he would still be bound to us beyond the confines of blood. That is our way. If there are loyalties to be questioned on this day, it would be yours, my boy.
Forgive me, Father. I was only thinking about the safety of our clan.
Mark my words, Torug, and you, Dax. The safety of our family lies here on Kirimarut. That's the end of it. Family is more than blood.
Family is more than blood.
Come, I have something for you. I forged the dimensions based on my memory of you. You're taller than I remember. Dax retrieved this on his last mission.
Father.
I apologize if the armor fits small. The clone insurrection killed many of our brethren. Your armor was fashioned from what was left of their metal, and that saber belonged to your Jedi kin, Zen Utaru.
I don't know what to say.
Say nothing and rest. You and Dax both deserve it.
You're wound up.
There's still some of us out there. I can't abandon them.
And you think Phelan can? We both know he was hurting long before he spoke to either of us of his plans. Look, mate, you're headstrong, loyal. So is the rest of our family. Are any of us still out there and kicking? After all this time, they'll make it. And when we regain our stability, we'll be able to find them.
I just feel lost. Like our options are all out.
Don't talk like that, bruv. It's only a matter... Oh, bugger.
Heckler, come on. How?
We don't know. Torug says he wasn't followed. You?
What do you want me to say? I wasn't followed.
You're confident?
I wasn't followed.
Then we make our stand here. Form up and let them come to us.
Got eyes on bucketheads.
Crossing!
You must go, Bardika.
Bad joke, Pops. I'm staying here.
No. If the Empire discovers your Jedi heritage, they will execute your siblings for harboring. You must go. Use your Jedi teachings to call for aid.
Father, I can't. I haven't used the Force in so long. You're asking me to run? To be a Jedi? This is not our way.
But it was your way. Right now, your family could use the support. Go, my son. For me. For your clan. You must be a Jedi today. Bardika. Family is more than blood. May the Force be with you.
Family's more than blood.
An enemy of gray and despotism marches on our doorstep. They plan to disturb our tranquil homestead. Hear well on this day, my sons. Today we disturb them with fire and blood.
Gratua! Gratua! Gratua!
Come on. Come on. Come on.
What is it?
I think I'm getting a force flare. It's an old Padawan trick, but doing one now is... Come on.
We're supposed to wait for Seer and Grease.
No time.
But Grease hates it when we take the Mantis with no permission.
We'll get his forgiveness later.
You copy.
You are outnumbered. Come peacefully and we won't have to stun you.
Oh, yeah? Well, we don't give a one-bread starfish how many troops you got.
You may trespass under your own free will. Just know there will be blasters to welcome you. We don't care what you set your weapons to.
Then this is the way you have chosen for yourselves.
This is the way.
Very well. Wake them up after they're cuffed. I don't want to have to carry them back to the shuttle. The Inquisitor's likely on the surface by now.
I want troops posted at their shuttle. If there are stragglers, we'll bait them with their own vessel. Torghauser.
Thank you, Trooper. Remain here. I felt a tremor in the Force not long before my troops moved in.
It was a former Jedi, Barton Jussic. I'm sure after some convincing he'll fall in line along with the others. I was told there would be a reward for my efforts.
A man who chooses to betray his house for a meal and a roof will betray his emperor for even less.
What?
Seems I have a Jedi to hunt. Prepare a raid party.
Yes, sir.
This way.
Took you long enough.
You sent the force flare?
I did.
You're a Jedi. Mandalorian?
I'm whatever my family needs me to be until I can get them back. But I'm going to need your help.
I can see that. But you may have just made the situation worse. It's not just the light side I'm sensing. Ever since I've landed, there's been a darker presence, and... Where did you get that?
From an old friend. You know the weapon? Found his body on a hill on Glen Zoom. Lightsaber wound. Know anything about that? You do!
Wait. I refuse to kill another Jedi.
Hey, man.
Just allow me. Yeah?
No, I do. We won't walk the skies if I don't. I'm sorry I had to do that. No, I did. If I did it, he won't walk the skies. He has to walk the skies, so I had to.
By the wills.
I'm sorry.
It's this very hypocrisy that makes me disown the Jedi. They ferret this weapon. It's what's done us since the rise of the Empire.
Then don't trust it. The Force has kept us alive this long for a reason. Trust that.
In my experience, it is not weapons or magic, but our choices that have made us who we are. I was a Night Sister, but now I'm a survivor with a future and family. Who are you, I wonder?
The Mandalorians in that Star Destroyer took me in, made me one of their own. Our creed is, family is more than blood. They did right by me. Right now, all our ships are immobilized and guarded. I need your help to get up there and get them out. What can you do for me?
Lucky for you, we're in the business of preferring straight fights.
Good, because I'm going to need some fighters.
We're in.
What do you want in return from me?
Just your name. I'm Cal Kestis. This is Marin, and that's BD1.
Barton Jessic. Mandalorian, temporary Jedi.
Jandalorian. I'm sorry.
So, what's the plan?
Right now, we hold the element of surprise. We need to take your ship and...
I sense it too.
I sensed one. Now I can sense 3. The light side is strong here.
Mirrored.
And you are...
I am Night Sister Charo. It was I who brought you here to the service. I wish to join the Inquisition and seek out vengeance against the Jedi for what they did to my people.
You brought me here? All by yourself?
Yes.
You are a Night Sister. That much is true.
A Jedi's hand is at work. Let them try.
By the Force, what in the blazes is she thinking?
She brought us time. We can still make it to your ship. She'll do her thing, we'll do ours. Divide and conquer.
If he so much as touches her.
Hey, we won't give him that option. Let's go.
Oh no.
We don't have time for that.
Yes. What do we do now?
Anything but this. Drop dead, laser brain. We'll make you.
Your friends will be joining the others soon. The Empire offers more than whatever you rats could scrounge up in the gutters. Much more. For some of them, it'll take weeks of aggressive socialization. At least they'll have the choice to join or die. Some people are denied those options, such as yourselves.
Get ready, BD.
Mothers, sisters, be with me. Mothers, sisters, be with me.
All right, enough of that.
Mothers, sisters, be with me. Mothers, sisters, be with me.
What the?
Mothers, sisters, be with me.
I can't get free!
My name is Marin. I'm a friend of Bard and Justice.
Thanks. Help me get the others out.
You're welcome.
I don't suppose you blokes could speed things up a bit, huh? This hallway's got us like fish in a bleeding barrel.
Everyone's accounted for, except Toruk.
I hate to say it, Fairman.
He betrayed us. I can feel it in my innards, but nothing changes. We must rally together and escape this cage. You, Night Sister. Thank you.
Night Sister, a bloody witch.
We were never one to shy from strange alliances. Let's get out of here.
Aye, the hairs on my chest are tingling. Never a good sign.
Your Mandalorian friend abandoned you. It is the way of all things without order.
I knew someone who thought like you did. She was angry at the Jedi for abandoning her. Who abandoned you?
Only the things that made me weak. The powers of the Sith have made me victorious. You must sense it.
Who broke you so much that you crave victory over everything else?
I am unbreakable. Your death was a disappointment to me. Impressive. How long do you think you can hold it?
Now, BD!
Blast him! I'm gonna find my opening. Fire! Got him! Dang, fuck! Ow! Got a kill! Just give up.
Mothers, sisters, be with me. Mothers, sisters, be with me. Cal, be with me. Cal.
Tell me, of all your waking nightmares, was this the one you expected to close your eyes forever? I was like you once, Galen Marek. That's what they used to call me. If you joined us when you had the chance, the taste of loss would be strange to you, like it is to me.
You think you've been winning? You're a slave to them. You've been losing every day since you joined the Empire.
I'm a slave to nothing. My chains are broken.
Yeah. Kill me, and you only carry out your master's will.
Hands up! Down on the ground! Down on the ground! Don't get close! Move up! Down on the ground! What was that?
Come on, little guy. I'm all right. Stem? Looks like they got out fine without us after all. Galen, wait!
Do not confuse me saving you as an act of repentance. I've done what I've done. It's my choice to live with it or not.
Let the past die. There's always a choice to be better than who you were yesterday.
I need you to stay away!
No, BD, we're not the problem. Pretty sure he fills that role for himself.
I've lost. I am lost. Too strong for the Jedi. Too weak for the Sith. There's no place for me in a galaxy like this. What was I bred for? To be a slave? To be used, broken, manipulated? What have I gained? What What's the point? What am I doing? I can see a future in my mind's eye, eclipsed by death and destruction. The powers of this darkness claimed victory over me. All of this is vanity. All of it.
No.
Everyone's eyebrows just raised.
Oh.
No way.
You guys have scored 1,000 points for me. Oh, great homage.
Bring it to the beach.
Vanity.
No.
That looks so good.
You're not hurt.
I'm okay. You've looked better.
Just a scrape or two.
Hi, who's this bloody Ginger anyway? What's this all about?
What?
Never met me before.
Oh, it stays that way, Red. Understand, yeah? Did I never happen?
You can trust them, Saunders. They won't say a word. Give me a second, will you?
Right. The witch lady, you did all right.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for leaving you back there.
Don't. You had to pick your battle, and you chose to fight for family. I would have done the same thing.
We put Phelan on my shuttle. We're taking what supplies we can, and we're getting out of here. Thank you. Jedi? It's a list of leads. I was tracking some of our old Jedi friends. It's better with you.
You can trust me.
Take this. Give it new memories. The two of you are owed a favor from all of us.
Hey, Barden. Family's more than blood.
May the Force be with you.
Come on.
I'm surprised you gave him that.
Phelan's last wish was to protect the family we had left. To do that, we've got to change to our new way.
What way is that?
We'll figure that out soon enough. Our course is set for my last positive lead, Navarro.
Right on.
Hmm.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, got some concept art. Let's go.
There is also a post-credit scene. So.
There is.
Oh, good man, good man.
Initial thoughts?
It sucks. No, I'm just kidding. It's awesome. Totally kidding.
Hey, I know that guy.
Dark humor. It's good. It was good. I really enjoyed it.
Wow.
I am very much looking forward to rewatching the moment when he starts pulling the Star Destroyer because, I do think all of our eyebrows.
I've heard. I definitely got to ask after the credits and stuff like that whose idea it was. 'Cause I heard at least 3 different references from like at least Maul, Star Killer, a few things that he says. That was good.
Yeah, I don't know if it was something. It's probably just because it's like streaming 6 different ways. But the sound. Oh, hang on. Oh wait, no, we got time.
Okay.
The soundtrack for this is really good. I just don't know if like I just heard a lot of voices, and because there was a lot of talking, like StreamYard was kind of drowning out the music. If you watch it again, like the guy that did our soundtrack, Cal Richmond, knocked it out of the park. It's worth a rewatch just for the soundtrack.
Sounding great.
Yeah, I definitely heard a lot of the jingles in there, but yeah, I think for you guys, I think StreamYard's kind of like muffles it sometimes.
Yeah. I think,
Sounds.
Oh.
You know you're not supposed to be wandering out here alone.
What?
Oh.
Then you're not supposed to be taking things out of the relic room either.
Sorry, Master.
All the relics to choose from, and you took this one. Why?
Master Luke, who did it belong to?
Come, walk with me. Ben Solo. You were named after a great Jedi. He went through many hard times, but his resolve and patience made him a great master. This lightsaber belonged to a Jedi named Zem Utaru, who also went through hard times, but he was blinded by his foresight. He believed he could protect the light by harming others. Remember this, Ben. When the times are hard, trust in your training. Trust only in the Force. Looks like your father's here for a visit. Let's welcome him home.
Oh my
Nice. Wasn't expecting that. That's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
That guy actually looked like Luke.
That's blocking,
Oh my
blocking my Broly right now. Oh my god, that was uncanny. Oh my god.
They got like their private like Sebastian Stan sort of.
Oh no, JT, no.
The whole time.
No.
Don't worry about it. It's Skynet, right?
See?
But very good. I was watching the whole time. Very good.
I'm sorry, dude. I was watching. I wasn't paying attention. My bad. I would have totally added you back. You're like, were you in the background being like, hey?
The Charlie radar with the references picking up was picking up on my end as well, though. So I think I know the 3 you're talking about. One was the prepare a boarding party Vader quote, but like realized with Starkiller calling to the I don't know, his Star Destroyer up in the sky, like prepare a boarding party. The other one was the I am lost. I am nothing, the Maul in the desert. And then he kneeled in the water. I was almost expecting him to scream like Kestis or something,
Maybe in the director's cut.
You agreed to stay away.
Yeah, that was the other one.
I lied.
That was one of them.
Also, he used like in my mind's eye. He's like, I can see.
Yep,
him.
that was another.
Mind's eye.
But yeah, definitely the biggest one was the Star Destroyer pulling out of the sky. What? You're saying that thing's massive. Reach out in the sky and grab that ship. That was that was a nice touch.
Oh, you get some love here, Charlie. It's like, yeah, Charlie's the one that's seeing everything.
I know my Sam Witwer.
Imitation is the best form of flattery, so they say. But
Yeah.
very cool.
Man, it was the other one that was kept getting me, which is good, was the hint of the Sith code and everything like that. You know, the chains of the easy pods, what goes on here that's so hard. You know, that whole thing. I like how that was broken up in different sequences and stuff. Also, my thing. Good job, good sir, and whoever played Lord Starkiller, Inquisitor, good job on the fight choreography. So congratulations.
So yeah, that was Zach was the body for Starkiller, and a very talented man named Jack Heckler was the voice of Starkiller. So we actually had 2 different days where there was a couple days that it took to kind of like get the duel down and stuff, and that was inspired by a blend of Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian and Darth Vader from Rogue One, blending those 2 together because Starkiller is supposed to be what if Luke went to the dark side kind of thing. So trying to make those movements, those subtleties feel like a Skywalker was the goal there. And then Jack Heckler just really sounds like Sam Witwer. Like we had a day. It might have been one of the first things we did for Kestis, but Zach was kind of like the recording guy, and then Jack was across from me, and I was, playing Cal in the room, and he was reacting like off of my lines, and so it was like, it was surreal, bro, because I literally thought Sam Witwer was across the room from me, and I think Zach does a great job with the body, but I think a really important part of Starkiller that's going to get like underrated is the voice because you don't see the face. And so Jack Heckler is that guy's name. He's very talented.
Well, the problem with the consistency in the game too is when you play the DLCs for the Force Unleashed 1, Starkiller has multiple different pitches in his voice. One is like a more like deep, menacing, like guttural, and then other is just like him talking normally to like Jabba, But yeah, I could have sworn that like a couple of the things that he said were like actual ripped quotes from the game because they sound that good.
They are not.
So yeah, they that was a interesting take.
Also, nobody said anything about like Vader's fist, the stormtrooper with the All right, I'm guessing it's from Vader's fist. It's because that's the Wii version, right? That's where you don't get to see that in the Xbox 360 version. But the Wii version, you can see Vader's fist on Kashyyyk, which is cool.
Yeah, I think that guy also that type of trooper also shows up in some of the comics, although I couldn't name him right now. Yeah. But yeah, very cool design. I'm not sure, but I think I recall something like that. But it was amazing. Either way, cool design. Yeah.
I like the Gonk droid walking in the background, digitalized and
Also, when they're getting rescued by Once Upon a Time Jedi, now Mandalorian, very much Boba vibes of when he like comes in and like blasts the one stormtrooper and then the other one. I mean, also has like the Mando season or like new Boba like blaster as well, so it fits.
Heck yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, I like the guy. Was he supposed to be a clone? The guy that was like because he kind of sounded a little bit like he was like Australian, a little like clone.
Who's this ginger guy?
They mentioned clones like in rescuing clones and Rex and stuff like that. So
that was the other thing I loved.
I was like, is he a clone or is he just like have like a different accent to like set him apart? But I liked his lines. He was funny.
Yeah, that was also Zach. That's his armor that Nick made for him.
Nice.
The character's name is Sonder Kasara, and his whole personality is based off of Billy Butcher from The Boys, if y'all are fans of that show.
Oh, yes. Okay. Good man. Good choice.
He's funny for sure.
This fan film was just so well made and well done. I mean, it's pretty obvious that my whole channel
and brand at this rate has become Cal Kestis based because I'm a massive fan of the Fallen Order series and these characters in this story. And to see you guys just come up with something entirely unique while basing it off of an already made character is just, it's incredible what us as Star Wars fans can come up with. And you guys just totally knocked it out of the park with the graphics, the music. The characters were just top notch, on point with everyone. Even the humorous points just had me laughing out loud. I'm sorry if I muffled some of the scenes.
Bloody witch.
BD got kicked.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. I see this kind of stuff and I just fangirl overload. I love it so much. And you guys are all talented, each and every single one of you. The fact that you got so creative with the costume designs and really stepping up the game for the acting. Like, Wes, I'm not saying you were horrible in the Foretelling. It's just I could tell that was your first.
I'll say it. First of all, thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you so much. But we did a at the in-person premiere for Kestis. We showed the Foretelling first, and then like there was a 10-minute intermission, and then we went into Kestis. And dude, there are scenes in that movie where I'm just like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like there's some line deliveries in there that I just cringe when I hear. And so, and there's little things in the Foretelling that I hate about my portrayal. Like when I'm giving my speech to Zen, I lick my lips like 2 times. And it's because, well, I just lick my lips a lot. It's just, I don't know, I do it. Wes Hamilton does it, not Cal Kestis. And I noticed that in my watch. I'm like, so before we started filming for Kestis, I was like, okay, I'm not going to lick my lips. Not once when I'm on this set and those cameras are rolling. And there's no lip licking in Kestis. So I did.
Take notes, Cameron Monahan. Take notes.
Wes, as soon as the camera's rolling, oh, well, hello, beautiful.
Good call, Strike.
Gotta get that Riz going. No, but it's funny how like as like, you know, everybody doing different stuff, like you zoom in on certain things, because like I've seen the Foretelling twice, could not tell you like at any part where you like licked your lips or anything like that. It's just like everybody like zooms in on different stuff, which is interesting.
I mean, part of my prep for Kestis was rewatching the Foretelling a few times and looking at what can I improve. How like I feel solid about my portrayal of Cal. People liked it, but what can I do to make it better? Because Kestis is going to be better. It needs to be on par with the upgrade that we're doing for the rest of this movie. And so, yeah, that was like my main goal was like, how do I improve on what I did and make it better? And part of that is like, I'm watching my own performance, so I'm going to be overly critical. I'm glad you didn't see me licking my lips, you know.
Now that you pointed that out, I'm gonna go back.
I'm gonna never see it again.
leave a hate comment in the comment section below.
Every time you're on, I'm just gonna go get like a GIF. I'm gonna go find it and go get a GIF of it now. So every time you're on, I'll just play like a little like licking your lips every time.
I'm sure that can come in place for future stuff.
I regret bringing that up. Thank you.
No, but in all seriousness, though. Sorry, go ahead, sir.
No, sorry. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're all going to be a meme just from that Star Destroyer scene alone. So we're all in this together. It's fine. We're all going to become a meme, so it's fine.
It's my favorite part of the movie too. It makes it feel better.
I was gonna say, in all seriousness, the thing's called Cal. It's called Kestis, right? And you played Cal Kestis, and that's the important part. So
thank you, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
No, absolutely. I mean, there's all like we all know who obviously plays Cal Kestis, but I used to think before I met all of you, like if there were ever a fan-made Cal project, I'm like, it better be someone talented and it better be someone who looks similar to him in some way, because a brunette blonde cannot pull it off. I'm sorry, it's got to be a ginger. And lo and behold,
we caught up in this.
We happen to know one who totally knocked it out of the park. So
thank you, Sarah.
I only see two
Thank you,
people
all of you.
playing Cal Kestis, and that's
Seriously,
Cameron
dude.
Monaghan and now Wesley Hamilton. I'm
Thank
sorry,
you,
no one else. If you try to attempt it after this, no, sorry.
Well,
Thank you,
Nick,
guys.
tell me a little bit how it is about playing a Mandalorian on the big screen, man. Because that must you had a decent amount of scenes in there too.
Yeah,
you were in there quite a
definitely
bit.
a few more than the foretelling for sure. Because with the foretelling, Zach kind of just sent me an email and was like, "Hey, you're local. We're doing like the last day of this fan film project. Do you want to be in this post credit scene?" So I was like, "Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll get my name out there a bit more." So then we kind of just kept in contact this entire time. And then when the idea of kind of Kestis rolled around again, I want to say he started talking to me about it maybe like 2 years ago now. If that timeline lines up, I don't know exactly. But he basically pitched it as a Mandalorian movie first, and then it kind of pivoted to a sequel to the Foretelling. So throughout the whole process, I was totally on board, and then having actual like a good amount of screen time this time around was fun. For sure.
Yeah, you become like the main guy essentially at the end, or at least that was my like understanding of it. Is you're kind of like the main
after
clan leader now.
After Phelan died, I kind of took over that mantle.
That's cool, man. And as a prop designer, how is it to see like your props, like your actual finished props on the big screen, man?
It's really cool, especially for the when we went to the premiere, it was actually like on a big screen, so it's cool to see it there. I built those about like a year ago now, so definitely seeing the difference in what a year of progress does is kind of cool too. Just because if you look at the helmet in that one that I wear, and then the helmet I just finished up, it's like night and day differences. So it's cool to see kind of like skill progression as well.
For sure, man. For sure.
I just want to applaud everybody's costume design, the way everything looked. It felt like if there was no dialogue in the entire thing, it looks like Star Wars. Even the corny digital rendered in stormtroopers, something about it just feels like Star Wars, you know.
Yeah.
But one of the main points was when Marin goes on to the Star Destroyer and she's like talking, and you can see like the back of that one Mando's helmet with like the red visor and the blacked out had a bunch of like silver weathering speckles. I'm looking at the detail. I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
that one I didn't build. That one was just a local Mandalorian cosplayer.
Yeah,
Mando Cowboy 777, I think is his name on Insta, right?
Yeah, and I think the other one is like Fireborn something.
Yeah. I noticed him because I follow him on my Instagram.
Yeah, I follow both as well. Yeah,
I was like, oh hey,
cool,
we know peeps in the industry.
But also, I mean, I just want to like also appreciate the fact that this thing is 40 minutes long, or 41 minutes and something. I mean, that is quite impressive. I mean, because usually, I mean, when you have like fan films, it's like either they're like fairly short, I think like around the 10-minute range, or they're like super long. I've seen like those fan films that are like an hour long, but then they're usually actually, I don't want to be mean, but they're sometimes lacking a bit in quality, you know. But here it's like actually like 40 minutes of like quality time where a lot of people put in like a lot of effort, and I mean it really shows. I think even in the first one, like one of the things was definitely also the music. I remember that actually being just really high quality, and honestly, I mean with a bit of understanding also of filmmaking, I mean I haven't tackled something like this, but I mean you still have an understanding for how much time and effort this takes. Like 40 minutes might not sound much when you're just watching like The Mandalorian and don't think of any of it, but that's a lot. So truly applauding like all of you, like everyone who's been working on it. This is impressive.
Thank you.
Well, especially coming from like, I come from the realm of like video games and like making like digital models and stuff like that, because JT mentioned the stormtroopers, man. I mean, for you guys not having much of like a VFX like budget, or if any at all, I don't know what it was, but like I felt like the Star Destroyer was really good. The because I saw where y'all shot the giant turret at, and like that's not there. It's just like a stand. I thought that was like the stuff that like really counted. I thought that was really well done.
Even the shuttle, like the Lambda class shuttle,
yeah.
That
a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like I just want to speak to like the Star Wars fandom as a community. It gets a lot of crap, and I don't think that all of it is warranted.
For sure.
And this fan film is proof of that, because very few people were paid. Very few people were paid on this. And a lot of it was just people coming together, being passionate about Star Wars, wanting to create art. And so yes, there's some douchebags out there in the Star Wars community, but man, a lot of us are just good guys who want to make something. And speaking to the Stormtroopers a little bit, we actually we're supposed to have live action Stormtroopers on set. But the day we were going to shoot, they both called out. And so it was like, we need to shoot the movie. I guess we'll fix it in post. And so Zach was like, not happy. He was not happy that day.
Oh,
yeah. My Stormtrooper.
I bet.
But
hey, return to the roots of the prequels, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean,
the back.
Right. We rolled with it, and it was because of people like that care about Star Wars and about the fandom side of Star Wars, like wanting to contribute to something. Like that's all them. Like that's passion, man. They were into it because of that, because they love Star Wars so much.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I think it works. Even like you could tell like some of the stormtroopers, like with the stormtroopers, it was lighting like that. Like that's why you could tell like the difference. But like everything else, like the Star Destroyer, like the Lambda, like I think it all blended very well. And then like when you think about that, like on like what you're saying, like everybody just came in and like they were doing like what they loved. Like that's like the important part, and it really shows. And I think it does set it apart from from other things. For sure.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, and this is not even like something negative about it, but I mean, it is a fan film. Like as you said, like people put like passion, and under no payment there. I mean, it's not like fans can just pull up Lucasfilm Studio and like get ILM to do that stuff.
Right.
So I mean, everyone can obviously be like, yeah, okay, this is not an actual person in armor. But I mean, that's not the point of it. Like, I mean, it's not the heart of the story. So, I mean, if you're then like, oh, this ruined the thing for me, then I think you didn't understand it. To me,
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, also too, in the main VFX part was like the Star Destroyer crashing, and like at least in my opinion, like that's like the big like crescendo, and I think you guys nailed that. So like,
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
like
So. And what Strike just said about if something ruined like that character or that thing for you off of seeing like a fan film, you don't get the point. I agree with that. And everyone here, you all know my opinion on Inquisitors, right? not a fan, but this was an interesting take. I will give you that. And it never broke the engagement. And backpedaling on the whole no one was paid thing. There are some Star Wars fan films out there that are just as long, pretty close to time, where they have paid people, and this is better, right? So it really is. It comes down to the passion. You can definitely feel the love that was put into this project. 100%.
Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people like just. I mean, it's like what Nick did for the Foretelling when Zach was like, hey man, you got a really cool Mando kit. You want to come be a part of the Foretelling? Is this fan film we're shooting with Cal Kestis and some Jedi? You want to be a part of it? And Nick was like, bruh, absolutely. And it was just that like times 30. It was just, everyone was just so willing. And it was awesome.
Man, another thing I've really much enjoyed, even though you've seen like very like a handful of times, Night Sister magic, flipping awesome.
Oh yeah.
Whenever Marin did like her stuff, and I was like, "Wait, is she?" Oh, and God knows what she did to that poor stormtrooper in that first.
I was about to say,
I'm screaming. Whatever happened to him?
I'm looking at Charlie's face.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we had a practical stormtrooper on set, there probably would have been some sort of action scene. I don't know. That's a Zach call, not mine, but. I mean, if I was in charge of writing and directing, I would have done something with Marin. But
it was brilliant.
That's just one of the limitations.
Dude, I'm sitting in backstage and I'm looking at Charlie watch like the blast door just closed, and you just hear the noise of like the stormtrooper being annihilated, and Charlie's making like the cartoon like faces like ooh.
It's all you hear screaming, so you're just like,
very good.
Yeah.
No, the love and passion was most definitely shown in this fan film, and it's clearly shown. And as for the haters, that comes with the territory. I speak from experience. I've got my own fair share of backlash from people, but you just have to know at the end of the day that you made something. This is for the fans and for the Star Wars fans who care about it and who are willing to look past that it is a fan project, and knowing going into it, like, okay, this is someone's idea. It's not Lucasfilm. It's not the gaming studios. Like, they go in with such an open mind, and it's, yep, that's another thing I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I know this guy did. I've seen your fan film. Sarah, you did a reaction to it. What is it?
Yeah, I did. It was called.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hold on, spot. Oh my gosh. Well, it was about Jaina and Jason Solo. Fantastic film, by the way.
Very good.
That's cool.
Very good.
But yeah, the crossover with canon and legends, that's a tricky thing to approach. Not everyone can kind of balance it, is what I can. Yeah, the distant echo. Thank you.
Yeah, protocol droid, mind wipe there for a second.
I work today, okay? Sorry, my point is being, Cal Kestis and Starkiller are two completely different stories. And that literally is, you summed it up the best way possible, a fan fiction dream come true. Like, I think most people would love to see that, but unfortunately, we're never going to see Starkiller for the light of day, unfortunately. But
there's a reason.
Never say never.
There's a reason he's in his own video game in his own universe.
No, I totally get that. I'm not saying, he should, what I liked about this film is that it gave him some closure to an extent. And because we never got that in the video games, because it was just cut abruptly, unfortunately. But no, it was very well made. You approached it carefully. You guys did your research well. It wasn't like overdone. It wasn't undercut where it was like, oh, well, I wish I wanted more. The whole time I was watching this film, it felt like a Disney Plus episode from like The Mandalorian or Kenobi even.
Especially with the intro, the fan film, and it like changes the colors.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, let's go.
All of that is a testament to Zach Golden and the way that he directed and wrote these characters, because writing is not an easy thing to do. Sarah, you know that. And for all of you that are writers, it's just you are putting stuff out there. You're putting your own twist on these characters that everybody loves. And so you have to be careful because you want to do them justice, and you also just don't want to piss people off. So, that's a testament to Zach and how much he's grown as a writer and director and everything, because he did a little bit of everything in this movie. And I love the way in particular that he wrote Starkiller, because in a lot of ways he's a reflection of Cal Kestis. Like, Starkiller in this movie could have easily been Inquisitor Cal in the Jedi Fallen Order game. So just Starkiller is my favorite part of Kestis, right alongside Barton Jessic. Rufus Baker Jr. was like my favorite guy to work with on set. Just a blast. Nick, he was
except the day he was blasting The Mandalorian before any of us watched it. Because it was when season 3 was coming out.
Oh,
so he was just playing it out loud on his phone, and we're all just like, "No, stop!"
But he's a professional actor outside of Kestis. Like he's one of the few that like does it for a living, and so again, passionate. He's not probably as big of a fan as any of us, but he likes Star Wars and wanted to be a part of it. And I love how Zach wrote his character as well, and just that conflict of family, religion. Who do I choose? Who do I become when I'm put in a survival state? And every character in this movie is put in that situation. Cal, when he's facing Starkiller, who does he become? He he's the ultimate good. He's the ultimate light. He convinces Starkiller that what you're doing is wrong and you're only fulfilling your master's will. Marin, she gets put in a survival state. Dax gives her the blaster, and it's up to her to defend herself and these strangers that she doesn't even know. And what does she do? She gets up and fights. Starkiller is the same way, but the opposite. When he was put in a survival situation and that Inquisitor attacked him as a child and killed his master, it was, I'm a victim. I'm a victim. This is not my fault. So I'm going to take it out on others. I'm going to prove that, just because they can take out my master doesn't mean they can take out me. And I'm going to take out Cal Kestis because he's myself, but if I made the right decisions. And so Zach is just an extremely talented writer. And I think in a lot of ways, he just struck the main cores of Star Wars, and that is family, identity, and who you choose to become, like when your destiny starts to unfold. Yeah.
And if you have no destiny, just pull that Star Destroyer.
Find your nearest Star Destroyer and rip
We
it
just
out
need
of
to
the
make
sky.
a meme out of that now.
Wes was like, no, I meant to use the mind trick, not the seppuku force ability. No!
This is going good. Dude, I will, to my last little cents, I know 1,000, everybody else has got things. Sorry, Story. The acting on this, again, that's why I was just like, not even saying a word or anything like that, but phenomenal. The person, you just said everything, I could definitely tell, especially like looking lightsaber this, lightsaber blast that, and trying to do that and have that little 1,000-yard like stare and everything. When that was amazing. Give it to yourself as well, man. Like between, I'm glad that you included, because I remember watching the first one that you did and everything. It had been a while, but as soon as I seen like the little thing flashback, I was like, oh yeah, that's right, and everything. So I love that blended perfectly together. Your stuff as well, pulling, Starkiller, like the way you did that and how you approached that. You didn't go like full blast yell or anything like sometimes you see nowadays and stuff, or just like, there you go. No, you found like a perfect like little blend in between that, and it was
a funny little thank you, Charlie. A funny little
Sure.
Director's note was Zach was Starkiller at the time, but he was Rachel DeBicaro, our assistant director, was on set. She was an unsung hero of this whole project, because Zach says it in the podcast that I did with the two of them, is like, a film set cannot function without a first AD. So shout out to Rachel DeBicaro. She's one of my best friends, very talented. She actually works in the film industry. So it was great to have her on set. But that whole thing, Zach was like, all right, you remember when Thanos in Infinity War is like pushing down with the Infinity Gauntlet on Captain America, and it's this like scene where Cap is like, I've got to hold this back. And he was like, I want you to do that for Cal, but how Cal would do it. And so I always thought that was kind of fun. I practiced screams a few times to like get the right scream. And Zach was like, that was the one.
It was good, man. And again, my last little thing, my whole main thing is saber choreography or fight choreography. So you got my vote, good sir. You guys got the reverse script pretty good for Starkiller. You're yourself and everything like that. Pretty dang good. No one will probably get this except for one other person. I heard this other like little thing from Millier, saw like little reference and stuff, like it took you long enough. I was like, are they just trolling now from like people that know Millier Solid? Because I feel like this is no, seriously, man. Like, I did a beach fight last year, so I know how that stuff goes. And so, mad, good job.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Anyways, sorry.
And I hope that the guy that you guys got for Luke will that
was
will
scary.
be more like that guy. I can't get over it. Literally, that guy looks like Mark Hamill.
Was that an AI voice on him?
It was, yeah. Zach messed around with a few. Actually, Phelan's, the main Mando that ended up dying on the Star Destroyer, his voice was AI as well. And Luke was AI after the Book of Boba Fett came out, and there was all those scenes there. Zach was kind of like, I got to use this for something. This is just too good of technology to like let pass by. And so I remember him like sending me clips at like 2 a.m. in the morning, being like, how does this sound? Does this sound like Luke? And I'm like, we're getting there. And, you know, it was just a process to kind of get it to where it was. And the actor that plays Luke, his name is Yuri Passanata, I think. He's a model and actor. And I think that's where Zach found him on Instagram and was like, hey man, be Luke Skywalker for me. And he was like, yes, please. And so that was fun. And then the kid that played Ben Solo in that post-credit scene, his name is Chance Horvath. Huge Star Wars fan. That kid is just adorable when it comes to his like just pure love for the franchise. And he's an incredible actor, by the way. Like a lot of the stuff that he did, he was not told to do. Like Zach was like, let's just roll it and see how this plays out. And him looking down the barrel of the lightsaber, you know, was like fun. Nobody told him to do that. The scene where he like grabs Kylo's lightsaber and does the whole like point and twist. Nobody told him to do that.
He knows his
and
knees.
Then and then the little subtle things, like while Luke's walking and Ben like bends over and picks up the rock and tosses it, like he's kind of like half listening, you know, like a kid would. Nobody told him to do that stuff, and that kid is very talented, and we will watch his career with great interest. As give some credit to those guys, because it was a fun little nod that kind of like pulled the Foretelling and Kestis together. Was, you know, Zen's flashback there was like, he won't walk the skies if I don't, because he's just getting visions of this Skywalker, whatever that is. Yeah. And so having that post-credit scene was like kind of a must-have to just kind of pull the two together.
I was
it's
just
like
as
poetry.
invested,
it rhymes.
Yeah, I was just as invested into that post-credit scene as the actual film itself. Like I want a whole Luke fan film now. Like that was because I heard Ben at first, not Ben Solo, when he first said it. And I was like, wait, is it going to go like Ben Skywalker, like legacy era? What are we, I see the temples being built. Is this like the Yuzhang Vang? Like, what are we doing? And went, oh, okay, we're tying into this. Interesting.
Me and Zach are both very fond of Kylo Ren. So we wanted to include him in some sort of way.
Part 3.
Yo, part 3 happens. Sign me up.
We can get all of you to cameo if we do a part 3, but
I hope.
I think
I don't think so.
Yeah, we all just need to bully Zach until he's like, okay, yeah, let's do a part 3.
Here's the thing with Zach. He might be watching right now, so I'll choose my words carefully.
Hi, Zach.
Hello there.
Zach is very he's very creative, and he has a lot of ideas. And so what he's on now is he wants to go and do his own original projects. I know what they are. I will cameo some of them. I'm very excited to do so. But he wants to move on and do like some real stuff, like some feature length stuff, his own original stories. And so if there is ever a part 3 to Kestis, I'm sure. How do I want to say this?
Yeah.
There is a good chance that there could be some follow-up way down the line. But as of now, Zach wants creative space to do his thing, to make a name for himself, not as a fan filmmaker, but as as Zach Golden, his own. He wants to become his own household name, not dependent on Star Wars or Lucasfilm or anything like that, which is very respectable.
Yeah, respect for sure. For sure.
And also then he can gain even more experience to make the third one even better.
That's just maths, yo.
It's like poetry. It rhymes, so it goes well together with that. You get the lightsabers and stuff. It was great.
Here's the thing. Views control everything. So if If this thing,
I just shared
gets
it,
like
man.
500,000 views and everybody wants a part 3, I don't think Zach could turn that down. Wink. So share it.
I shared it, and again, man, it was so hard not to click on this notification the other day when it came. I was like, no, and then like on Instagram, I was like, no, don't look at it. Yes, I knew to this. Carrie, I'll say I didn't mean to cut you off. I was like, no.
No, literally, it was like Jedi Survivor Part 2 for me, where I'm like, nope, no, I don't want to see it. No, I gotta put it down, put it away. And they're all posting it, and I'm like, no. But no, sorry, I'll get my last words in. But thank you guys so much for just making this project and taking the time to expand Cal's story. It means a lot to us Cal Kestis fanatics, and that's what you've all given me the title at this rate. And I will happily take that crown. But I really enjoyed this film. I love everything I can get from this story and this series and just Star Wars as a whole. Again, as I said earlier, it just goes to show how powerful us fans are and how we can just create something so unique and different and original, but also something familiar at the same time. Your passion, your love really shows. And I am very proud of each and every single one of you. I wish I could give you a massive bear hug right now, but
virtual hug. Virtual bear hug.
Virtual hug.
No. Thank you, Sarah.
Of course.
Well, if you guys don't have anything left to say, we'll wrap this bad boy up.
One more, and it was symbolism with Nick's character on the way that Mandalorian got like shot under the neck, and then he kind of took up the mantle. Qui-Gon-esque. I mean, they literally call the dude father too, and he gets held down into the floor. Nice touch.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching and hanging out with us. I'm sure we honestly we could totally do one for the foretelling if we wanted to do another watch party roundtable.
we got like a previously on at the beginning of this.
Yeah, I guess we did.
And all of you will make fun of me for licking my lips.
That's why we need to have it. That's why we need to have the watch party.
Play right now.
We'll just watch that scene.
Yeah, just that scene.
Or we watch it until then we pause. All right, let's talk
about it, guys.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next video. And as always, may the force be with you. Later.